So did you guys hear about Joann's? Ugh. So that intro wasn't just for show. I did actually spend this much money on fabric from Joann's, and it's a big thing. So we're gonna talk about it. But first, I'm gonna show you what I got. So I guess we'll start with this bag. This is actually, sadly, this is an AC Moore bag. And I actually had a Christmas Tree Shops bag in the car too, so I'm starting to think maybe it's me and the stores that I buy bags from don't make it. Anyway, here goes. First bag. So I got this cable knit fabric. I actually got this in a different color, and then when I got up to the cutting station, the girl in front of me had this one, and I like that better. So I put the other one back, got this one. Just probably gonna make like a shirt similar to what I'm wearing, just like a simple top. I love those kinds of tops, and I don't have very many of them. Then we come to the cotton canvases I chose. These are mostly going to be for like the vest corsety type tops. So I got this, and I got sunflower, and this was right next to it and matched it, and I thought, perfect, I can make it reversible. Like everybody else makes those reversible, and I don't. This I actually got on clearance, and I just thought it was a beautiful color. It is stretch velvet. No clue what I'm going to do with it, but I got it. Also, I guess I have 2 pieces of it. I forgot about that. There were a lot of pieces that, you know, when I brought them up to be cut, there was like a yard on it that was already cut from like a different bolt, and for the sake of saving space, they didn't have it on 2. They consolidated. There's a project that I already started working on. It's a bathing suit, and I finished it and I wear it, but I want to redo the top. I don't like the top. And so I got these for that because these are the fabrics that I used. And really it was important for me to get this one because there's a bunch of different kinds of that like holographic iridescent, and it's hard to tell if it's the right kind when looking online. So I can finish that project. This is just a... Oh wow, it looks really red on the camera. This is not as red as my camera makes it look. This is, maybe this will show better. It's closer to this color than what it shows as this color. It's not vibrant, you know, it's more of a maroon. But it is linen, so you can see the weave of it, and it's a soft linen. I got... this, it's oh, show it, come on. It's a rib knit, and it's like a cream with the blue flowers, and again, it's stretchy, but mostly I like this fabric because of the way it drapes. A lot of this I have no idea what I'm going to make out of it. I just got enough for a dress. And this one I got 4 yards because I think I would like a longer dress with this. Same with this. You can see, and it's rayon, so it drapes nicely. And this one, which again, this is like a linen rayon blend, so it drapes. While I was there, I made friends, which of course I make friends when Joann's is closing, but there were a couple of girls there. That one was making a Renaissance costume, and the other one was doing cosplay fabric for both her and her friends, just kind of like stocking up on what they thought they might need. And between those two and the lady who was doing our cutting, we all, you know, got into some really good conversations. And the lady doing the cutting said, I have a trivia question for you. What is this pattern called? This type of fabric. I shouldn't say pattern, but this type of... it's upside down. This type of pattern. So, let me know down in the comments. What is that type of pattern? And then also, we got... oh, by the way, I did get it right. She didn't have anything to give me, but I got it right. So, this one, another... For me, when I look at patterns that I would like for a dress, I like something that has an interesting pattern but isn't loud, and that's hard to get from Joann's. So I was really happy to find these ones. I think these are all really, really pretty ones to be able to make a dress out of, where they have an interesting pattern but they aren't like... This is just black stretch lining. There's nothing I need this for right now, but I know that I ran into the problem before with the skirt that I had that was blue-black instead of black-black, and I didn't want to have to run into that once I'm gonna be getting most of my fabric online. So I just decided to get some lining fabric that is black-black, so I have it and I don't have to worry about it. And because this is stretch, it'll work for wovens or knits. Just to stock up. And then I just kind of got some broadcloth cottons that I liked the pattern of. No real plans for them. So I just got 3 yards of each of them because I figure that makes a cute little sundress if that's what I want. I don't know if that's what I'll use it for, but... Got this one, get my face out of there. That one. And this one I really like. It's nice and subtle. This one. This one. Oof. This one. And then this fabric is one that I've seen there for a long time and I really wanted to make something with it. So I might actually have this fabric somewhere. I don't know. But I saw it and I thought this is like my last opportunity, potentially. I don't know if Joann's is staying online to sell things or not. They might not even know, but definitely my last opportunity to buy it in person, so I got it. Ugh. And then something that I've wanted to do for a long time that I just haven't gotten around to do. I used to get these ads from like the cheap dress websites like Dress Lily and Rose Gal and those types of sites that are a little sketchy, where they'd have these really simple rockabilly dresses that just have like a plain knit top, and then the skirt would be holiday or seasonal themed. And I always wanted to make those for myself because I think they're super cute, and I want to be the type of person to have like different seasonal dresses. I'm just not. But I wanted to make that, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it, even though it's something that I think would be a simple project. So I got some fabrics for that because their seasonal fabrics are on sale for more of a discount than the other ones. And so I got this. I plan on pairing with like a white top, but I could just make it a skirt and pair it with my white shirt that I wear. I got this for that, for Christmas, and then this Spidey's for Halloween. And I might do something a little bit different. There's a couple different patterns that I liked that I might want to do with this, but again, kind of a Christmassy pattern. And then I got like a rib knit black. I don't know if you can tell that it's even rib knit because it's black. Trust me, bro. So I got that to go with those. I didn't get the white because I figured white wouldn't be as difficult. And again, I can just use the white shirt that I have if I needed to and just make a skirt out of this. And then ultimately for kind of like a 4th of July or patriotic theme, I got this fabric. Red, white, and blue, but it's kind of like that Americana vintage-y red, white, and blue that I like so much. This one I think I'm just going to make a pinafore out of. I'm touching it and it is so soft. Ooh. Yeah, but I think I'm going to make a pinafore dress out of this, the type that I can wear with or without something underneath, so that in the summer, when it's super hot, it can be a nice sundress, and if it's not a super hot 4th of July day and it's rainy and miserable like it sometimes is, I can put something on underneath and be good to go. So there's one more fabric I want to show you, but before we get to that, I just want to talk a little bit about my experience going to Joann's. It was packed, and it has been packed ever since they said that they were closing all of the locations. The signs say, 20 to 40% off everything. That isn't true. There's some things that are 10% off. If you are familiar with Joann's, then you know that isn't a great sale for them. they have had 90% off sales. They had Simplicity patterns last year on sale for $2 each. And since most of those patterns are $20, sometimes more, that's an amazing sale. And the patterns, I think, were only 30% off, which isn't as good. The company, I think, is kind of banking on people panic shopping, which they are. It was, like I said, it was packed. And people were buying a lot of stuff. The company that now owns Joann's is not the same company that claimed bankruptcy last year. They auctioned everything off to a new company. That's who owns Joann's now, and that's who made the decision to close all of the stores. Joann's filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy twice last year. When a company files for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, that's when you have a store that has like really good sales, because they have to get rid of everything and they really can't make any profit off of it. Everything has to go to debt collectors, and I wanted to say it's solvents, but that's not the right word. It dissolves. Maybe that's the right word. Either way, like for people that remember stores like Montgomery Ward or Ames, when they had their amazing big blowout sales, that was the situation there. That is not the same situation with Joann's, and that's why the sales just aren't really as good. This cost me a lot of money. This is more money than I want to admit that I spent, but I'm hoping that this means I won't be buying fabric for a while, and, you know, I have plenty to work with here that I shouldn't have to. That's the hope. Likely the sales are going to get better the closer it gets to the end. So right now, there's still product coming in from the warehouses to fill the stores, and there's still a lot of product, so they're still emptying it out. And then toward the end, which the deadline's like the end of May, so all of the stores will be closed by the end of May or until they run out of product, whichever comes first. Toward the end of May, you're gonna probably see better sales, but who knows what's gonna be left by then. It could just be the garbage that nobody else wanted. It could be nothing. They might never get to that point where they have better sales. They might just do well enough with the sales they have and with people having the mindset that Joann's is gone and they won't have to. So it's really a gamble. That's why I wanted to get out there and get some of the fabrics that I've been eyeing for years and didn't want to buy because I didn't really have a need to. I did also get some ribbon and some little bits and bobs, but I didn't spend as much on that because those are things that Michaels does sell, and I just didn't think that was as important as getting fabric, so mostly I spent my money on fabric. I do also want to mention, and I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be an everywhere thing, but with all of the fabric and elastic or ribbon or anything that you're getting by the yard, you have to get at least 2 yards. That kind of sucked too, because a lot of this stuff I only needed 1 yard of. And even, you know, some of it I could have gotten by with less than a yard. I would have gotten a yard. It is what it is. You know, I just have extra now. The last fabric I got, this is something that I've seen that Joann's has had, and I couldn't justify getting it, even though I really wanted it. And this is this fabric, which is already shirred at the top. And the idea is that you can make a really easy summer dress with it, because all you have to do is sew up the side, cut it where you want it, and hem it, and you're done. I would put straps on it, but you don't have to. Like, it's completely optional. Like I said, I've seen this, I've wanted to get it, but I also wanted to, like, do the shirring myself, so I've never gotten it. But I thought this would be a good thing to do for this video, because it shouldn't take me a long time. And I've really been struggling mentally, and I just want to sew something. And so, yeah, we're going to do that today, and we'll see what we end up with. Hopefully it looks cute. Like I said, you had to buy 2 yards of everything, so I did get 2 yards of this. I'll probably only need 1 yard. No, I know I'll only need 1 yard because it just goes around you, and it's elastic at the top, so it just goes around once. I'm pretty sure I'm less than a yard around, so I don't know who else I'll be making a dress for, since you can't really do much else with it, but somebody's getting a dress. Just, I don't know who yet. So let's get started, and I will continue to talk about some of my thoughts on Joanne's while we work on the dress. Enjoy this stock footage of my favorite animal, the red panda, while I explain that this video was just too darn long, so I cut it into 2 parts. This is part 1. Part 2 should be along shortly, so if you're interested in the making of this very simple dress, and mostly some more thoughts about Joanne's, subscribe to this channel and click on the bell so you are notified as soon as it's published. Or as soon as YouTube feels like telling you that it's published. That seems more likely. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time.